2020 has taught me to be a better teacher. And it's taught me to be a better team member. You know, it's one thing intellectually to say I'm teaching the Red Scare. I'm teaching World War I and II. I'm teaching the Spanish flu. And it's another thing to be living through it and say, oh, this is what my ancestors went through. This is what they were thinking. This is what they must have been feeling. And it's made me more empathetic to the suffering of others, but it's also helped me to see that we haven't changed as much as we want to think we have, and that these currents and patterns of human behavior, it's reinforced that they repeat. But it's also given me a lot of faith that we'll overcome it. We overcame the first Red Scare. We overcame the second Red Scare.
Until this moment, Senator, I think I never really gauged your cruelty or your recklessness.
This is the third Red Scare. And we've lived through this kind of division before. It's also made me bolder about speaking my truth, and stronger when people push back on it to say, no, here's the evidence, this is my truth, and I can't help it if it's not what you want to hear. And I think that, 2020 has been a year where we've had to begin to engage in very difficult conversations.
We are one of the poorest counties in the state of Texas.
As a doctor like myself in a small community, we can't get funding.
The pandemic has taught us how much we need these social ties to people. We need other people. We need the community. And it's also taught us that the discipline that we took for granted in this country, we can't take it for granted. We can't take democracy for granted. So we have to think about, how do you go around the obstacle and not through it? How do you lead people who don't want to hear an uncomfortable truth to be able to deal with it? How do you get them to understand that everyone deserves respect, no matter what they've done? It has been a hard year. I have lost family members to COVID, and we thought a lot about mortality, and we have, and a lot about how do we leave this world better for people, and how do we get fiscal stability for people.
I'm the head of this house, but I've been paying with my savings.
At this moment, I am literally waiting for the sheriffs to show up at my front door to remove me.
Make the place where we live better.
This is a woman that she hasn't had food for several days.
I'm here by myself.
If everybody does that, we can get it to reach out and hit the rest of the world. That sounds really optimistic and everything. But, I'm not the President of the United States. I'm not in Congress. I don't have money to pay for access. So what I can do is do what I can do here and get with like-minded people and continue doing that, and maybe we'll drag the politicians along. That's the best we can do.